So it is now actually my honor and privilege as a representative of this great workforce here to introduce a good friend of the American automotive industry and a good friend or a great friend to the UAW. So let's give a big Toledo Jeep welcome to my new friend, the Vice President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Hey folks, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. Please, those who can sit, please sit. I want the record to show that if anyone falls off the stage, like happened one other time when I was at a manufacturing facility in St. Louis, I want to know it's not because I spoke too long, okay? We've been going a while here, and all worthwhile. Sergio, congratulations, man. Sergio reminded me the last time we saw each other, it was in Venice. And it was in Venice, Italy. It's good to see you here, and it's good to see the relationship that Fiat and Chrysler have had, and we, all these workers, all Americans, thank you for your good job. Bob King, Mr. President, I want to thank you as well. Bob and I have known each other a long time. I've been engaged with the UAW for a long time. Matter of fact, I would not be in this job but for the UAW back in 1972, supporting a 29-year-old kid. And in my state, when I got started, we were a small state. Almost 10% of my entire workforce was UAW, including suppliers. And we had the largest GM plant outside of Detroit, and we had one of the largest Chrysler plants. And my state's been battered. My state has been battered and really hit very badly by the recession and by the unfair competition that's taken place. And not as many guys left and women left, Bob, but thank you for your leadership. And I might add, in days gone by, because I've been around doing this a long time, one of the reasons for the comeback is the relationship between business and labor, is the way they're working together now, and the way in which all of you here are working with Chrysler Fiat. Folks, Mr. Mayor, thank you for the passport to come into the city again. I'm glad to be back. As he said last time, he looked like a linebacker when I was a kid. And we were celebrating another event back then in Toledo and getting back into business and manufacturing. I won't go into that, but it's great to see you again, buddy. I also want to thank Marcy. Marcy has been she's not want to remind you of this, but her first campaign I came out and campaigned for her. She was running way ahead. I campaigned for her. She barely won after I left. But since then, she's rectified all that. And Marcy, you have been absolutely indomitable in your support of American workers, and that's not hyperbole. You have. And I say to my friend Sherrod Brown, that Thunderbird would have been all right if they put a bigger engine in it. They should have put a bigger engine in it. Now that's coming from a Corvette guy. They should have put a bigger engine in that vehicle because it would have stayed, it would have worked. And I don't know about the color, Sherrod, but I tell you what, I do what my daughters tell me too. So that's not hard. And Gov, look, this part isn't about politics. This is one of the most stand-up guys I've ever met in my life. This is the guy who doesn't forget where he came from, and he came from a hard scrapple situation. He remembers it, he doesn't talk about it. Everything he does, everything I've watched him do is all about giving people a fair shake, because he's convinced, absolutely convinced, you give an American just a fair shake, just an even break. No advantage, just an even break. And they'll do just fine. They'll do just fine. And Gov, it's a pleasure to be with you. And Lieutenant Governor Fisher, you and I have been friends a long time. Thank you for all the great work that you do. Look, folks, I had a great tour of the production line. Doug was going to tell me who the most important person on the stage was. I asked him who it was. He said he didn't know who the hell it was. He's the second most important. I still haven't figured out who the most important one is. I figure it's got to be Marcy. But all kidding